I'm going to show you how to pipe my mini pine cone garden. It's my little frosted pine cones. Easy to do, so I'll show you which piping tips I'm going to use. So first of all, for the pine cones, I'm going to use the Ateco 143, which is a smile tip, as you can see. It looks like a little smile. You can use the number 80. It's just that I have this one to hand today. Then I've got a Wilton number 10 round nozzle. I've got a 24 star tip nozzle. That's a Wilton 24 star tip. I've got a 352 leaf tip, which looks like the bird's beak. I've also got a round 3A. And I've also got a number 4 round nozzle. I think that is all the nozzles. Yeah. Oh no, sorry, there is a PME ST50, which is a very tiny leaf tip. Just about to see that. There we go. It's a tiny, tiny, weeny leaf tip. Okay. So we've got our cupcake, flat iced. The colours I've used actually is all in the description at the beginning of the video. There's actually too many to mention, if I'm honest. But I'll just go through a few. I've used Sugar Flare Red Extra, Sugar Flare White, Pro Gel Holly Green. I've used Pro Gel Brown, and then Pro Gel Gooseberry. So that's all the colours. Right, let's get started. So you take our 3A. Tighten our bag so it's nice and tight, and we're going to start about here. So we want a pine cone on this side, so we're going to squeeze and build a mound, and then gently make it quite tall. Ooh, pull off. Oh, I've got a point on the end of that. You can tap that down, just tap it slightly down. You're going to have to excuse my hands because I've got food colouring all over them, which I should have wore gloves today, but I've tried washing it off, but it won't come off at the moment. And then we're going to take our Ateco 143, or if you haven't got the 143, use the 81. Excuse me. Now, we put even pressure onto our cupcake. Make sure your cupcake's frozen as well. I'm just gently squeeze and pull up. Now we're going to come just a little bit away from this actual mound. It was quite funny because it's got a little hook on the top. I'm just going to go round with some tissue or kitchen towel handy or wipes. Tighten the bag. Always make sure your bag's tight. It improves the flow of the buttercream. Squeeze and pull up. And we're going to go over it again. Squeeze, pull up. Squeeze, pull up. And keep doing this until you reach the top. All the way around. It's a bit like when you pipe a chrysanthemum, really. So just keep squeezing and pulling. Don't worry if some of the frilly edges, because we're going to actually frost the edges so it looks like a frosted pine cone. Squeeze and pull up. Squeeze and pull up. Just keep doing that till you reach the top. And if you do accidentally go over one of them, it doesn't matter. These are actually called, they're not petals, they're called something else. Can't think what it is, the name for a pine cone. Just keep coming all the way up. Like so. Try to hold it on an angle so you can see. As you can see, we're coming to the top now. Oops, a bit too much, can't I? I'm going to stop, wipe that off. otherwise it's just going to pull the ones I've done off. So we're going to continue by gentle pressure, squeeze, pull up till we get all the way to the top and start bringing them upwards more. And when you get to this top bit, what I'm going to do is gently inside the top, one there, and one there, like so. So now you've got a nice tall pine cone. Now we're going to do another one next to it. I'm trying not to get a point on it this time. It's a nice mound. Ooh. If you can't pipe two onto a cupcake, pipe the next one onto a flower nail and then just set it in the fridge. So we squeeze, pull up, just to carry on doing the same as what you've just done with the other one. So obviously this is going to get a bit tricky now because you've got to get in there. Like I said, if you can't get in there next to each other, pipe it on a flower nail and set it in the fridge for about 15 minutes. It'll be fine. Just keep, I'm finding that it's a bit awkward at the moment because I am left-handed as well. And keep squeezing and pulling up until you get there. I'm probably going to pop another one in there. Let's see. And just try with this hand, my right hand. That's a bit too much to come off, just so we don't knock the other one. Bring it all the way up to the top again. And probably put another couple just over those ones that have squashed a bit. It's the beauty of these easy ones because you can actually just go over the last ones you did if you make any mistakes. And then as you come to the top, one right on the top and one next to it. Now that doesn't have to be precise. And there you go. I'm going to actually put a couple more here. And at the bottom. Just to make it look a little bit more fuller. You can just squeeze the other ones in. That's a bit long, that one, but I'll pop another one there. And a couple here. Oops. That's why I end up getting covered in buttercream. And there we go. So now we've got, it doesn't look quite flat there, so just pop it over a bit. We've got two nice tall pine cones. There we go. Excuse me, I just need to clear my throat. Right, to make these frosted, I've got a pot of sugar flare Snow White or any white. and a very fine brush, like so. So just pop that in, and then just touch the tops with the brush to give you this nice frosted look. Also helps to squash down any frilly edges that you've got on your petals. So just do that on all your I can't say the leaves or petals. It did come to me what they were called, but I can't actually remember now. So it just gives this little frosted look. In there. Gently dip it in. You don't need too much on the anti-brush. Just do that all over these. So it's given that effect that they've been touched by frost or snow, if you like. Okay. Gives a lovely little effect. Like so. So I'm going to actually just fast forward this a little bit so you can, the video is not too long. So there we go, so you can see what I'm doing there. Right, so once you've done that with your pine cones, you've painted all the tips, you should have this effect, which looks absolutely, makes them look like they've been snowed on or frosted. You've got to have the frost on them. You can just lift your petals up a bit. Anyways, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our 352 to do our little white poinsettia. So we've got our cupcake. So we're going to now connect it with the cupcake, squeeze and pull up. And just tighten this bag up. Squeeze and pull up. Be careful, my bag looks like it's about to burst. Squeeze and pull up. I want one here. So I can't seem to get this on an angle so you can see. Squeeze and pull up. Oops, that's not actually stuck. Yeah, it's getting quite cold in here where I'm actually showing you this tutorial. So it's always handy to have a glass of hot water, and you can just dip your piping tip into it. So now we want another petal here. Squeeze and pull up. One there. One there. Start tighten your bag. One there. And one there. Okay, so there's your little poinsettia. Put that on one side, and we take our round nozzle, which is the number 4, which is this tip. And we're just going to pop that into a glass of hot water. Like I said, my tips seem to have gone a bit, it's getting cold. And we're going to just put some tiny dots in the centre of this. Like so. And then we're going to take our paintbrush again, dip it in the white, and just gently touch the stamens in the centre. That's it. Now we're going to take our number 10, Wilton number 10 round nozzle. I'm going to just pop some little berries just around, some there. Squeeze, gently squeeze, and let them build up so they look quite round. You want little flat berries. I'm going to put a couple there, like so. And then we're going to take our number 24 star nozzle, which is this one. And then on the top of these berries, we're just going to pipe a little, gently squeeze on top of them. So it looks like that. A gentle squeeze. So you get like a little brown star on top. Gentle squeeze. And there you go, there's your berries. And what we're going to do is going to put some glass. So we're going to take our, first of all we're actually going to take our PME 51, which is a little, looks like a little tiny 352. It's a very tiny version of the 352. And that actually isn't coming out, so I'm going to dip that in my glass of warm water, which is a unique tip. If your piping tips are coming, not getting, if you're getting cold. So next to these, we're just going to pop some little leaves. Now you want this tip like a bird's beak, so like that way, so the long pointy end is facing upwards. And you're just going to pipe some little tiny leaves in between these berries. It's gone that cold to make cupcake cases start to peel now as well. I'm going to seal that with some, there we go. That's a little tip for you. If your cupcake cases start to peel, just stick a bit of buttercream down there and it will seal them. There we go. So there's some tiny little leaves. Now we're going to take our number 4 round nozzle, which is the grass nozzle, which is this one. And we're just going to pipe some grass. We don't want, is that coming out? I'm not sure. Yes. We're just going to put some grass around. So connect with the cupcake, push down and pull up. Connect, pull up, connect, pull up. Just come straight upwards with it. That's a bit too long. Not much coming out that one. Connect and pull up. Make sure you connect with the cupcake and pull up. Connect, pull up. Doesn't matter if it's some short, some long. Blades of grass aren't uniform. It's just basically to cover the rest of the cupcake, so you've got nothing showing. I'm actually gonna just keep connecting with the cupcake and pull up. You can see it can have some short, it can have some long. Grass blades are not uniform, just filling that gap. Always make sure you connect onto the cupcake, which I'm not doing, that's why it's pulling off. That's what happens. So make sure you connect and you get nice. Just fill in any little gaps with a bit of grass. Like so. Just some grass and all the gaps. You don't have to go too mad. I need to get some there. You get some long ones, don't worry about it, you can just push them up. Just gives the effect that your pine cones are sitting in grass rather than in a host of leaves. And there we go. And there's my easy version of frosted pine cones. My little white poinsettia and berries and grass. Thank you for watching.